What's going on, guys? It's Austin here again today. I already recorded my trading recap for the day, but I actually took a few more trades in the afternoon, which I don't typically do, but when the opportunities present themselves, I guess. I don't really tend to care whether I trade in the afternoon or in the morning, as long as there's volume in the stock that I'm trading and I like the setup. I don't really care what the actual time of day is. Um, so the trade I want to talk about really quickly is actually this trade right here a few minutes before the close, because it's something that you can do in TD Ameritrade that is it offers a really clear um, entry for a trade, and I want to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So at this point, the only reason that I took this trade, as I'll show you in a minute, is because I saw, well, this is a recording of this trade that I took a few minutes before the close. I'll full screen it here for you. And as you can see, um, Peloton drops from, consolidating at the VWAP. It drops all the way down. And I would never take a short here because it's already so far extended, and it's definitely waiting for kind of a pullback to the upside before any possibility of continuing lower. I would never enter a short here, but I did, and here's why. You can see on the active trader, if you don't already use the active trader to day trade, you definitely should, or level two. And you can see that there's actually a 50,000 share buyer at this 100 price, at a clean price of 100. You often see big buyers or big sellers at these, very convenient whole numbers because that's where people set their orders. And so this is a very large buyer of over 50,000 shares. And this is typically a spot where if you're looking to get long, this could be a good spot because you have this large buyer that's going to be holding up the price, and you don't really have to worry about the stock moving any lower until all of his or her shares are fulfilled at that price of 100. But I'm just watching this here at this point, and the only reason that I actually did enter a short of only 100 shares, because again, I'd already done my trading for the day, but this was already I just kind of took this trade as a lesson. But you can see on the level two, already half of the order has been fulfilled already. And so I have my finger over the sell 100 shares, and I'm just waiting for this number to get lower, and for more of the order to be fulfilled, in which case that price level, and there you go, it breaks right there, and all that huge buy order has just been filled. And now that means that and you can see there's quite a large seller here at 01. So this is actually a setup where if you're watching this, this is a good opportunity to short. Things can change very quickly as they did here, but um, as it stands right now, this is a good spot to short. Now, in these few seconds, I'm not getting filled, and I'm really confused as to why, but I think it has something to do with this 100.005 and the actual price being somewhere in between 100 and 001. And when I put the order in, I think there was a bit of lag on Thinkorswim's side, but I do get filled at 100, and then we break through that price and we continue lower, and then instantly I join the bid here, and it's a quick $20 win as I cover my short at 999.80. So with 100 shares, that's $20. And obviously, I could have shorted 500 shares or something more serious, but I didn't because I'd already done my trading for the day, and I was more just interested in I saw the break happening of 100, and I jumped in for just a really just small share size, quick scalp on the short side. And typically I would never trade like that, but if the setup were better, let's say you weren't already so extended to the downside, you can certainly trade breaks like that in Thinkorswim, because you can see, as you do in this video, you can see the order being filled, and you can jump in at the last second right before it's going to get filled, and all those buyers are getting wiped away, and the stock's going to continue lower. So that I thought was a very just clear trade signal to scalp a short, if anything, very quickly here. And this was actually where I got out 99.80. I think the low is, yeah, 99.77. So um, got out near the low, but I also got in near the low. But anyway, there's also this trade on Peloton that I can go over too, which is a great trade. Obviously, I'm a little irritated that I didn't hold on to it as it comes up to 106, as I sold out my last piece at 103.50. But as you can see, I got long at the perfect entry, and this just comes. You can ask me like how'd you know to enter the trade there? And I'm not trying to like. I'm not putting myself up on a pedestal. I just have watched stocks for a period of time, and you just know with time that kind of how stocks behave and how stocks move. And what I can tell you is Peloton gapping down like this and kind of having this reaction all day, consolidating it, sharp move lower, and then consolidation around the pre-market price. And then as it comes to fade in, this is a very sharp, irrational move lower on increased volume. But what you're not going to see is a clean break of VWAP and then sharp continuation lower. And then unless there's some sort of news or something, it would be extremely rare for a stock to just have a clean break through VWAP like this and then just continue lower back to the lows like all the way down here without some sort of news. That I could you that I have never seen that happen actually. I suppose it could happen. Anything can happen, but it's much more likely that you'll see a retest of VWAP, and even I thought that this could test the highs, and it almost did. I thought we might pull back here and then make a run at the highs. That didn't end up happening. I didn't take any trades in here, but this was definitely one where I was looking for that retest and break through back up through VWAP. This a move like this traps a lot of shorts. So you get a lot of people coming in short on this move and on this break of VWAP, you trigger a lot of people in short, and then this is just a big squeeze, just one big squeeze. You get a lot of people um, coming in short on this initial move and then getting squeezed out as it comes back up through VWAP, and that's a move I want to take advantage of. Obviously, I didn't capitalize as much as I wanted to, but I did have a rather large position on this 500 shares, so I was looking to take my profit and run. I had some trades on Neo in the afternoon that I am a little. I'm not I'm not disappointed, but I wish that I was waiting for a larger run up, maybe to 46 or something like that, because I knew it had made this. I was watching it when it made this initial high, and it's just been consolidating all day. I took a try on it here as it was coming up to that high again, thinking it might break through. A little bit of volume coming in, but not enough. Had to cut that one, and then tried again here, but because of the last time and I was a little worried, not enough volume, so I ended up cutting that whole position out, and I took a little bit of a larger size, so I cut that one. But then as we did come up, I set an order at the break of 45, 45.01 for 1,000 shares because I thought on this break, surely there'll be some sellers stacked up at 45. And again, it comes back to that active trader window and the level two. And once we break that level of 45, I think you're going to get some sort of nice rip, and we did. I sold some for a few cents here, and it ended up not being as good of a trade as I would have liked because I had to sell some below the price that I bought as we came back down here. I should have taken a little bit more up here in the teens and 20s. Oh well, I was looking for it to continue even higher at 45.50 or to 46, but we didn't end up getting that. And oh gosh, beyond today, man, oh man. Um, this one was a great trade in the morning and not so great in the afternoon. I was waiting for this to make some sort of um, it ended up being it went from a negative news stock and a drop to actually positive news because they were working with McDonald's. It wasn't McDonald's coming up with a new McPlant. product, and that was the initial news. And then in the afternoon, we got news that it's actually that Beyond Meat is working with McDonald's to create this McPlant or whatever. So honestly, I think it's kind of funny. The McPlants just sounds just sounds funny to me. I don't really know why, but anyway, I tried to take a trade on this, but it didn't work. So I was up I think 450 bucks on this, and then I had a bad loss, but at least I just didn't want to go red on it. And wow, you can see their earnings report. Something is going on. I haven't looked at that. Um, Anyway, so those are my trades for the day. I'm up $1,111 on the day on those three names. Obviously, Peloton being the biggest winner. And if you haven't seen my recap from this morning, you can check that out if you're curious about my morning trades. And yeah, that's it. I thought I'd share with you guys that little tip on level two and how you can capitalize on those breaks and those clean price levels of like $100. I mean, gosh, it doesn't get any more. You can't round to a cleaner number. So those are typically the levels at the whole dollars and half dollars that you'll see buyers and sellers stacked up, where you can catch clean rips through those prices when those levels do break. All right, so a good day today in my day trades, and I'll be back at it tomorrow. So hope you guys have a good day. All right.